Hello, hello. If you want to know how to make some open top hats just like these on the Sentro, keep watching and we'll go through the steps. Super cute, super fun, super fresh. Let's get into it. So here we are. This is the Sentro 48 pin. You'll need a darning needle, a crochet hook that's the size of your yarn, and a piece of paper and a pen. And then you'll need your yarn and your waste yarn as well. So to start the machine, we do this thing called casting on. We start on the first pin and then just weave in and out or back and forth through all the pins until you get back around to the first one. Make sure you set it inside of that mouthpiece and then just start cranking. If the yarn is not pushed down all the way, it will cause a tuck stitch. I do about 5 to 10 rows waste yarn, and then here we are switching it out. Again, make sure you put your yarn in the tensioner and the mouthpiece. And then I just go slowly for these first few rows of transition in the yarn. You also see me holding down the yarn. This will push the loops to the bottom. Here's another issue from earlier. On the right where I'm pointing is correct and on the left is incorrect. If you can catch this, you can fix it by going back slowly, taking your darning needle and pushing that loop down over the 2 bottom teeth. If you don't catch it, that's okay. It will create a tucked stitch, but there are ways to fix that as well. So here we are. We're going fast, fast, fast. And again, I am holding down the material just to make sure the loops get pulled all the way down. I love this yarn. So again, we're going to put it in the little mouthpiece and the tensioner and just go slow on those first few rounds. Here we are, sped up again. Another color change and a slow rotation. For these hats on the Sentro, for a larger or taller one, you're going to want to do 90 rows, and for a shorter one, you'll do 60. You see me here switching to my waste yarn. After the next 5 to 10 rows of waste yarn, I just let it go until the end just is in the machine, and then you'll do 1 full revolution and it will start to fall off the machine. This is what it's going to look like. You are going to have to tie the knots together where you change the color. For this one, I did 20 rows black and then 20 rows white and black and then another 20 rows black. So we're going to fold it over on itself. Those holes you see were the end and the beginning of the machine. Take your crochet hook, insert it through the first loop and pull that second loop on the other side through. Then go back on the side you started and pull it through that second loop and just go back and forth to seal it up that way. Make sure to keep track of your loops and that they're across from each other. I have unfortunately tried to make a hat like this, and then when I get to the end, I still have loops because I did not line them up correctly. Listen, I made this video a few months ago, and since then I have made many more hats and figured out the best way to close this up, but I'm gonna let y'all know I really don't know what I'm doing.
I'll do the best I can, but when I got,
Watching it back, I really couldn't even tell you what I did. All I know is that I should not have tied this knot. But that's okay because we're learning. So once you're done with all the loops, just go around and make sure you have secured each one by pulling the fabric apart. Choose a waste yarn that is different from the color of the fabric you're using. My favorite part, the removal of the waste yarn. Sometimes the string is caught in the first loop around, so you'll pull it out from the inside. I have no clue why this happens. If somebody could tell me, that would be great. Another issue, sometimes the hook will split the yarn. I'll just cut it off. I really don't know if there's another way to get it off except for cutting it. Then we will remove the rest of that waste yarn as well. And here's what the top is looking like. This is normally their moment of truth because that's when you figure out if you missed any of those loops and have drop stitches. I give it a little stretch, and then we are just going to hide the string that I tied that knot into. Just pull it down through the middle of the piece, chop the ends off, and then stretch it back out to hide it. This was Dollar Tree yarn, so I'm not mad at it. Here are a couple more that I made with a higher quality yarn. It just keeps its shape much better. Here is the one that we just made. And then again, just getting a look at the top and what that looks like. I did this one and it has a double crochet across the top, which I really, really like. Super decorative, super cute. The yarn is my favorite. It's so soft, and of course they discontinued it. I did make this one reversible for my auntie. So here we are. Here's all the hats I've made for myself. This is the first one that I ever made. As you see, it's a little bit shorter. It's about 60 rows. This is a longer one. It's about 90 to 100 rows, and it has a double crochet across the top. Super cute. This one has 90 rows also, but whatever this red yarn is, it scrunched it up so much. Then I have this orange one that's kind of like the one you guys saw from my aunt. Super soft yarn. This is another one, just brown yarn instead on the bottom. This is the most recent one I made. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video so much. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more crafty content. See you guys later. Bye!